This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and this is Sunday evening, June 6th, 2021. We're here to do some art. Yes, Sunday night stream. Oh dear. Are you ready to do some art? Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. Woo! There was a train going by, so I kind of had to wait for that train to get by. Let me go out here and see if anybody's found me yet. Turn on. Oh, it says 7 people are watching. Usually it takes a little bit for people to drift in. Let me put it on live chat. Hi, Lori. Lori. I have to think. I'm gonna have to think of a good word for Dory. Montana gal, Lori. Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight? I was born in Montana, Lori. I was born in Lewistown, Montana, way back in the olden days. My dad was a school teacher up there in a little town. And yeah, I was born in Montana. Lori loves Montana. Hi, Ruth. Ruth is our Canadian friend. Someday I want to visit Canada. Someday I want to visit Canada. That's on my wish list. And Renee, Little Red Wagon. Hi, Renee. And Terry L. Hi, Terry. Welcome, ladies. Welcome. There's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl, little sister Cheryl. Lori said, yes, you were born 100 miles from me. It's a lovely little town. I would love to go back because I don't remember a thing about being born. I don't remember anything about Montana. I think my folks moved back when I was probably a year and a half or something like that. Back to Nebraska. Let's see. Riri, hi Riri. There's Deb. Hi Biz Up Too. Welcome, Deb. So good to see you. So good to see you. We hope that you are thoroughly on the mend. We're sending you good wishes and good thoughts and prayers and healing thoughts. Cheryl is here. Ruth is here. Renee. Lori says, Meri, you would love the town and the surrounding old towns. Lots of searching to be done. Is that searching? Sketching. I'm sorry, I'm reading from a distance. Oh, now I want to go to Montana. Yeah, I'm doing some urban sketching. I'm frozen on my channel. There I go. Oh, wow. Ooh, I'd love to go back and do some urban sketching. Ooh, that would be fun. Hi, Allie K. Welcome, Allie K. Welcome. Yeah, it sure is good to see Biz Up, isn't it? Yes. Hi, Melissa Smith. Welcome, everybody. Well, I have to tell you, I was busy right up all afternoon, right up until 5 minutes until 5 till 6. So anything I do tonight, I did go out and review the Society of Idea Collectors. So let's start out with that. Oh, and then I worked yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. My brother went fishing, so I worked in the garden, and then I took a break out on the front porch, and I bound my journal, my June journal. I kept saying July journal, but I haven't cut the tassels yet. But I bound this entire journal out on the front porch. And let me tell you, the way that I make the tassels here is much easier if you're sitting in a straight chair or something, a chair, not working on your desk, because the string goes from one side to the other rather than getting tangled up this way. this went really fast for me as far as binding it. And this was, if you remember, when did I do this? A couple mornings ago. I cut up a bag. I don't think I did this in my Friday stream. I think it was my Thursday morning stream. And then I had this court docket paper for the pages, and then I cut up pattern envelopes for the interest. I'm calling these interest pages. And I found a larger pattern page here, but most of them are smaller page patterns like this. And so my June journal is all ready to go, and we're going to work in this a little tonight. And then I hurried quick, real fast, run. Go look at the assignment for the Society of Idea Collectors. So we're going to work in this. I'm going to do my assignment for, it's due tomorrow, for Dede Willingham's channel. Aww. Did I say hello to you, Melissa? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I knew somebody was going to ask me about that front rug. No, I didn't. But I weeded the peas. Does that count? And what else did I do? I was out in the yard almost all day. What else did I do? And when we were out in the yard again today, oh, I planted my daisy plants. 3 daisies that I planted, big plants. And I planted them out where my canna lilies are. But, you know, I also did not get my roasting pan in the oven. I was going to do that while my brother was gone, too. I didn't get it done. But I was out in that yard almost all day, so I must have done something important. And then we worked on it again. My brother tilled up our corn because he wasn't convinced that, I was not convinced that he should have tilled it up, but he did. He said it's not going to grow, so we're going to replant. So if we get sweet corn this year, it's going to be late. So we did that this morning, and we replanted the peas, and not the peas, we replanted beans, and we replanted, he had a little bit of okra left. So we put that in the ground. He's not sure it's going to come up because he said I should have soaked he said that we should have soaked the seeds first. But we wanted to get them in there, so we just threw them in the ground today. And then I weeded around my flowers, and they're starting to come out in the west garden. But they're not sporadic, but I got some plant food the last time I was there, and I insisted on putting plant food in the furrows of the corn and the beans because he doesn't think it's going to help it. But, you know, I think he needs to fertilize his soil more. I keep telling him that, and he ho-hums it. So I insisted on putting plant food, and then I took the rest of the plant food today and sprinkled it all around my flowers. I almost have all my flowers planted. I just have about one little 6-pack of marigolds, a 6-pack of celosia, and so there's 12, you know, you get 6 in a little package. And then I have a little, I have a purple grass. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. It's long-stalked ornamental grass. And then I have one little plant that I don't know what it is. I have to go look again. Oh, Riri, thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Let me write your name down. Let me write your name down, Riri. I have you in April, too. I have you in April, and I have you, let's see, I have you in, what month is this? List of September, October. I got you there, and I got you in February, and, oh, Riri, I owe you lots. So So June, we're going to put Riri, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. You know, that is just so encouraging when you guys do this. Thank you. Yay. Thank you, Riri. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's jump into the Society of Idea Collectors. And welcome to everybody who's coming in. The first part of the assignment, now I did not get to watch all of Dede's. So I'm just doing what I read in the chat that Helen put up, Picola put up chat, and was to take a stamp and stamp. This is the week 5 assignment. Oh, this is the week 4 assignment, was to pick a set of opposites. And I let random org pick them off of my list, and I got morning and night. And I did not do art. I wrote. And then you get extra credit. I didn't share this last week because it was writing, and Dede would have to go try to make out the writing and everything. So I didn't post it to Dede. But the extra challenge was big and little, to somehow incorporate big and little. And let me tell you, you guys are knocking it out of the water with the Society of I told Dede, I said, Dede, you need to show more of that. Well, she does show a lot, but she keeps saying Mary's the queen of Society of Idea, and I'm going, no, I'm not. You guys are knocking it out of the water. The things that you guys do inspire me. There are some really cool things happening with Society of Idea Collectors. Deb, thank you so much. There goes Deb. What did I do with my list book here? Did I put it? Where did I put it? Hold it. I'm not moving until I get it out. I gotta write Deb's name down here. Thank you so much, Deb. Aw, you guys, you encourage me so much. I'll just put Biz Up. I know you're Biz Up, Deb, I'll put. Thank you so much. Aw, that is so encouraging. And let me tell you, especially coming from Deb, because Deb was in a serious car accident. Was it last month or the month before, Deb? And for her to be up and doing things like that, you know, Deb, I should be sending you super chats. You know, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. And we are glad that you are on the mend. Let me tell you, we're glad to see you here. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Okay, back to Society of Idea Collector. We made a list of opposites last week, and I did them in Dede's stream. And then, or the week before, when she assigned it, we did a list of opposites. And then from that list of opposites, we were supposed to choose one, and I let random org choose one, and it was morning and night. And then we got an extra challenge if somehow we incorporated the opposite of big and little in it. So what I did was I wrote, and as I explained, I did not share mine with Dede because she would have to sit here and read it and figure out what was going on. I know what's going on. And that's all you have to do for your Society of Idea Collectors, because it's getting your thoughts down on the page. And it's getting how you're responding to the challenge, not necessarily. And in this case, I was writing. So anyway, so what I did was for morning, I wrote my thoughts on morning in big capital letters right up in here. And I says, when I think of morning, I think of the start of a new day. Our bodies are rested and our minds are refreshed most of the time. The moments and hours of life are before us, waiting for us to move into our destiny. And I wrote, that was just my thought at the time, my spontaneous thought on morning. And then and I wrote it in big caps for the big part of the challenge. And then on night, I wrote it small and all in lowercase. And I said, when I think of night, I think of the day past. We lived another day of life. It is time to rest. The sun is set. The stars are out most of the time. It is dark. The day is done, over, past. Our eyes are droopy. We slow down. Dreams come. Rest, sleep. Trust to wake up for another day. So that was my response to Dede's challenge for last week, or this past Wednesday. Let's see, what did I write down here? Above is my week 3 assignment. I think that's probably week 4. I don't know if we're on, I thought we were on week 5. Let's see. Yeah, that's week 4. Let me cross this out and put 4. This is week 4 assignment. I went to random.org and let it choose a set of opposites from the list on page 16. I number my pages, and actually it's page 15. I chose morning it chose morning and night. The assignment is to do something arty with it. An extra credit if you made it big or small. This week I decided to write. For my quick thoughts on morning, I wrote them in all caps. For my quick thoughts on night, I wrote them in all lowercase. Contrast that with the written script of the paragraph explaining my answer to the above assignment. So I printed in all caps the big, the morning, what came out kind of like a brain dump on morning. And I made that the big morning, and then for night, I wrote it all in lowercase. And then on my explanation down here, I wrote it in script. So I've got printed large cap, printed small case, and script. So this week, this is week 5, and I went out really fast right before I signed on here. Dede is doing weekly assignments for Society of Idea Collectors. And part 1, now, you guys, if you see me say something wrong, correct me, because I went and looked at it real fast. But my understanding was to pick choose a stamp, and she said either one that you bought or carved. And I carved this, I'm calling it lace. Annie V gifted me some real pretty, about 12 rows of white lace. And I chose one of them and I carved this stamp. So, and then you stamp it, and write a word. And I don't know if you're supposed to describe it or your thoughts on it or what, but I think you're supposed to stamp this in different ways. And I'll do that. I'll do that on this page. So that's part 1. Part 2 was to find a picture, of food, a food item. And mind map, and Dede has a whole segment on mind mapping. Now, I've watched her mind map videos before, so I know what she's doing, and I'm just going to, I don't know if she's added anything to it since then, but I'm just going to use what I remember of her doing in prior assignments. But in mind map, anything about that picture that you can think of, about it that I'm just going to put comes to mind. So let's do the first part first, and that's the stamp. And I think you stamp it in different ways. So I'm going to use my blue and my pink to stamp it with, because that's here from when I was doing my arcade the other night. And I want to remind you guys, if you're saying something to me, if you're saying something to me directly when I'm focused on my project, and if you really want an answer from me, it's okay if like somebody else in the chat, the moderators may answer your question, or somebody else may know the answer. But if you're talking to me directly and you expect me to answer, wait until I come out. Wait, and I'll come out in different, after I get done focusing on my one part of my art, I'll come out and review all the chat and answer any questions that I see, that I notice, or ask it to me again when I'm focused on chat. I'm going to keep saying that because I have found when I review my videos that sometimes people will say things to me and I won't even know they say it until I review the chat afterwards. And that may be a day or two afterwards. And if I remember, I'll mention it in the next chat. But, things get missed. So if you really, really want an answer to me, if you really want my attention, wait until I come out. So I'm going to do the part 1 of the assignment. And I think she said to stamp it in different ways and then write a word. So I'm going to stamp it with this, and I'm just going to, it might have, I think I used black stays on this, so I don't think any of the, but this was my lace stamp, and I'll do a dangle first. And really you should stamp this way. And when I say a dangle, I mean just kind of going right down the line here. Could be a border. Usually when I dangle them, I'll make long lines and short lines. But we're just going to do kind of a border here first. And then we're supposed to choose a word, I think. And I don't know if it's a word, what it reminds you of, but I know what it is. It's lace. And this is sort of how the lace looked. Of course, it was lace, it was a fabric piece, a ribbon piece of lace. Now let's do and I'm going to leave this blue on here, so it might look a little purple. I don't know how that's going to mix with the pink, but I'm just going to probably get some blue on my pink pad, but I don't care. Let's do the pink next to it. And let's do it right next, as close as I can get to it. Maybe right here. Yeah. And just go down the line here. Now this is a stamp that I carved. I carve on these Pentel high polymer erasers. I get them at Walmart now. You can get 3 in a package for $1.46 or $1.50, which I think is a bargain. All right, so, and I think she said to stamp in different ways. So let's do some circular here. Let's just do a sort of a circular, or a half circle maybe, of the pink and a half circle of the blue. Oops, I didn't get that too inked up there. And then you write a word. Now this kind of starting to remind me of a flower. I might write more than one word. Kind of looks like a poinsettia almost. Let's do the blue behind it. Now I got something on that. So this is just, well, this inspires you to use your stamps in creative ways. Now, I got this stamp from Annie V, and I stamped it on the back of my Rolodex card. Where did I put that? Rolodex. I did it on the back of this hello. I did this hello, it's all dry now, in my last stream. And I stamped, this stamp is I kind of snipped it off there when I cut my little square. But it's a sunshine. It's a big old smiley sunshine. Sunflower. And it just looks so happy. It makes me happy just looking at it. So if I was doing that stamp, I'd probably write the word sunny or happy face or something like that. But I think Annie V sent me this stamp, if I remember right. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the blue and kind of mix my blue in between, but I'll probably go over a little. It'll probably overlap. So the pink will fall in the background. And I'm just using these colors not for any other reason than they were sitting out on my desk from the last time that I used, well, I think I did that arcade with these. Oh, I'm liking this. So the word that I initially thought while I was doing this was lace, but now I'm thinking flower. Now let's take and mask off. Let's get a piece of, well, we can do it with this towel. Let's just mask off half of it. Let's stamp it up first. Let's do it with the blue, or I can just stamp half of it and mask it this way. Let's just do a half line here. Maybe that's the beginning of a fence post. So this kind of reminds me of the top of a fence post. Except for that flower's going to get in the way. I don't want to stamp over my flower. Oh, he went down a little. Oops. Goof. Goof. And then let's take the pink without cleaning my stamp and let's do a horizontal bar across. Maybe like this. Like this is maybe some sort of a gate. And then let's go this way. And do I want to do that? No, let's just do it there and there. And go back to the blue. Now there's one thing I wish I had for this journal, and that's a medium point pen that did not soak through. And yes, I was weeding in the garden today, so yes, my fingernails have dirt under them. I really apologize. I really apologize because, ew, ew. Who likes dirty fingernails? So this is what I have for part 1 of the assignment. Now I have, my pen here is a Sharpie non-bleed, but it's very light. It's a fine point, and that's okay for me. But when I'm talking to you guys and when I'm writing, I want you to see what I'm writing. Excuse me a minute. I'm taking care of some of my weeding issues here. Alrighty. So there's part 1. Now I need a word. Let's see. Let's get out. If I have them here where I can reach them. Yes, I do. Let's get out Becky's. Becky sent me a set of Crayola Super Tips, and they won't soak through. Or if they soak through, it's very light. And let's do a word with a super tip. Thank you so much for these, Becky. Let's see, we want it in a color that, maybe this dark blue? No, it's blue. Let's do it in a color like orange or orange? No. Red? No. Green? No. Gray. Purple. Blue and pink make purple. Let's set those down there. So my first word that I thought of was lace. That's the word that came to my mind. Lace. Oh, that's a C. Forget me trying to do calligraphy. Lace. And down here, I thought about fence posts. This reminds me of a top of a fence post here. So, and gate. I wonder what would happen. And this, of course, is flower. Flower. And then this, I guess I'm just going to put gate. So there's my answer to Dede's part 1. Let's put this back so I don't lose my super tips. Thank you so much. There are 80 of them, and they're supposed to all be unique colors. 80 unique colors. Yay! I don't know where I read it, but I read it someplace on this. So thank you, Becky, for that. Now, the assignment here is to choose a picture of food. So I'm hoping that I can find some yummy food in here. Oh, polenta rounds, sweet corn, polenta rounds, playhouses, puffy beef tacos, flank steak, fish mango. Oh, I want something good. I don't want, I mean, it's all good. I want something sweet like pie or chocolate. Oh, look, there's a picture of Crayolas. Oh, there's a picture of Crayolas. What does it say? Unexpected collections. Collect memorabilia as you go. Here's what a lifetime of keeping travel journals and making artful memories has taught me. Oh, travel journals. You know what that is talking about, preserving memories? But this says travel journals here. That reminds me, next Friday night, or next Friday, if starting around 6 o'clock, a little bit before 6, I think it's like 5:45, something like that in the morning, I'll come on and introduce the live stream hop. And then we split it between morning hours and evening hours. So we go until just about 9 o'clock Central in the morning. And then we'll split off the afternoon and come back in the evening again. And I think, I don't have the schedule out there, so I'm talking from memory. I think it's around a little before 6 again. I can't remember the starting time. I started out, and then Beth Schuler comes on after me in the evening. So, but the theme is travel. And it says, you can take it with you. Collect memories as you go. Drop tickets, maps, receipts, programs, menus, napkins, and anything else you like in a large envelope or a file folder or bag to sort through when you get home. So think travel for next Friday. When you're traveling with other people, whether it's your family members or friends, have them contribute text or drawings to the journal. It's talking about a travel journal. It could even be jotted notes from people you meet along the way. What a great idea. People that you meet along the way. That's interesting. And I'm not going to do this for next Friday, but I have thought about doing a travel journal where I don't really get in the car and travel, but I'll go to different places virtually, kind of like an armchair traveler, but it would be more like a video traveler, and go, or even, you know, a book. I'll pick a city and go to it and learn all I can about that city like I went to it. And, you know, heck, I might come to some of your cities out there, and you could say, Mary, you need to sketch such and such, you know. So that was one thing I've always wanted to do that, and I'm not going to do. I got something else I'm going to do next Friday, but that was one thing, that how you can travel without leaving your desk. Say cheese. What does it talk? Make beautiful memories out of any moment. Well, it doesn't say why they put Crayolas on that page. I think it's for people to sketch or draw in your travel journal. Well, we got off of the food. Oh, look at those beautiful flowers. This is a Magnolia magazine from issue number 7. What date is on this? The summer of 2018. And they have good food in here, but I'm not wanting on trays. I'm wanting sweets. It looks like I tore the back off of this. Let's see if I can find some sweets in here. Oh, what do we have? Red wine risotto. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't do... Oh, bread. I could do a bread. Dutch oven herb bread. Ooh, that sounds good. I might do that. Worth the wait. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that, though, because I want that. Well, I could do a flip. Let's see what else they have. Oh, they have sour cream. Oh, top it off with a favorite flavor. What do we have here? Recipe box cinnamon squares. Cut the sugar. Oh, well, let's see. Yeah, that sounds good. Cinnamon squares. Holiday gifts. Let's see if there's any other food in here. I'm going to have to decide. It's either the bread or the... We got... Choose cheese. Oh, I'm not going to spend all day trying to... Oh, we got some fruit, too. Potpourri. Make it yourself. Potpourri. That's not really food. That's... Well, it's food, but it's... They're drying it for fragrance. Recipe box cinnamon squares. That's a pretty big picture, though. Oh, roasted garlic, herb whipped butter. Well, ooh, coax flowers into bloom. Rosemary, pomegranate, oh, let's do this. Is this a food? This is a drink, but rosemary, pomegranate soda. Okay, we're going to do, oh, there's a cake. Eggnog tray lache cake. Eggnog tray lache, am I pronouncing that right? Ooh, I kind of like that. Flour, baking powder, ground nutmeg, salt, sugar, butter, vanilla, eggs, milk, sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk, eggnog, and whipped cream. We're going to do that cake. I wanted something sweet. So that's going to be my photo. And the way I'm going to do this is you're supposed to cut it out and make it your topic. But what I'm going to do when I do my lists, I'm going to write them with my big pen on other paper, and I'm going to attach them in rather than write on this with my black pen, because it'll soak through. I don't want it to soak through. Let's fussy cut this out. And then I'll come out and chat after I get this fussy cut. So mine is going to be a cake. Now this is an eggnog cake, but I don't have to call it eggnog. I could just call it a cake. And you know what, you guys? I don't eat much cake. I never did eat much cake. Why? I don't know. I like crunchy stuff. Cakes are too soft and not mushy. I can't call cakes mushy, but they're too cakey for me. So that could be a why. Now talk about mind mapping. You know, the who's, the who, what, when, why, where, how. If you watch Dede, she'll tell you all about mind mapping. So the why could be, why doesn't Meri eat much cake? Because it's not crunchy. And then we could have a why not about, why not make it crunchy? Why not make a crunchy cake? And make it cake shape, but put something crunchy in it, like potato chips. Has anybody ever heard of potato chip cake? Why not? Or popcorn, or what else is be crunchy? See, I like crunchy, salty stuff, like potato chips and popcorn, and yeah, that's what I get fat on. It's not cake generally. How about having a crunchy cake? Or you could make a cake and put crunchy icing on it. A potato chip icing, crunched potato chips. Decorated up with crunchy. Ew, that doesn't sound very good, does it? But you got to get creative. You got to try things. Let's see, I think this cake pan is got a large span base. If you don't try, you'll never know. You might like potato chip frosting. You might not either. But you got to try it. It might be good. I wouldn't recommend barbecue potato chips, though. I wouldn't recommend. Why not? Well, may not be too sweet. Okay, so there's my, and I'm not going to save the recipe. Why not? Because I'll probably never bake it. Oh, and I threw my bag of, let's see if I can get a litter bag out here to throw my scraps in. Let's take this. When I was out on the porch yesterday, when I go out on the porch, I pack a bag. I pack a bag, and I was, let's see, make sure I got everything out of here. Okay. I don't want to throw away anything that I want to keep. I think I got it all. Do I have my needle in here? Yeah. Let's give Penelope my needle. All right. And I'm not going to, well, maybe I will. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's see. I need some list paper here. Something to write lists on. Let's take this Inspire pad. And I'm not going to do a real detailed, let's put my all away, put my little scissors away. I gave Penelope the needle. This will go over here. Okay. I think these are more names that I was saving from. I'm going to write my who, what, where, when, why, how, why not, all of that on these. And I won't go into a lot of detail on this because I could spend hours and hours on this cake without eating it. Why not have your cake and eat it too? Right? All right, let me come out and chat. Let me come out and chat and say hello to folks that have come in before I proceed. What's going on in chat? Janice says, I was robbed. I checked a half an hour ago and you weren't on my computer, but you were, and I missed 30 minutes. I got here just a few minutes late, Janice. I'm so sorry. I was doing something important. I couldn't stop what I was doing, and I was writing, and I had to finish what I was writing. So I was just probably 3 or 4 minutes late. Sorry that you were robbed. But that's the advantage of replays. You can go back and watch the first 30 minutes. I won't complain. Hi, Kathy D. Welcome. Lori says, well, pooey, Janice. And hi. Hi, Kathy. Kathy D is here. Riri says, aw, Janice. Let's see. Let's see. Riri says, Candy. It is a member of that family. Ask your doc first. I don't know what. Crunch it with nuts and smashed candy bits and crisp cookie bits. Oh, Mina, you're talking my language. But you know what let's do? Let's just let's mix it all that crunchy stuff, the nuts and the candy bits and all that. Let's mix it in the batter. Let's mix it in the batter so that when you take a bite of cake, you aren't getting all that cakey stuff. You're getting crunch in every bite. And then frost it with chocolate with salted caramel. Oh, 800 calories for a thin little 1-inch slice. Ooh, we're going to have to write that down. Maybe I'll actually try that. Would my cake hold together? It probably would if I didn't add too much stuff in the batter, because the batter still needs to cook. I mean, you don't want it to fall apart in every bite. Ooh, Mina, let's make a experimental cake. We'll get to our mind map. And speaking of Mina, I have to go out. I haven't had time this weekend because I've been out in the yard, and I had something I had to get done this weekend, and so I've been busy. But they're telling me on Phibbsville that you knocked your mind map out of the water. So I can't wait to see it if Dede shows it tomorrow morning. I have no idea what you did, but we're going to write our own recipe. Why not? Teresa says, I could see making a cake made from meatloaf and potato chip frosting. Now that would sound good. Yeah. Potato chip frosting. My brother doesn't like it when I try fancy recipes. He likes just plain, just make me a piece of plain old meatloaf and put some ketchup on top. Brown sugar and ketchup. Usually what we do. Why not? Salted caramel has pretzels in it. See there, Debbie. Hi, Debbie Epps. Debbie Epps is talking my language. Salted caramel. Sea salt. Caramel sea salt has pretzels in it sometimes. And you know what? There's a new Pop-Tart. Well, I don't know how new it is. It's new to me. It's called a pretzel Pop-Tart. And I'm going, pretzel Pop-Tart? And the only reason I found it is that when I go buy Pop-Tarts, I don't like all the frosted ones. I just don't like frosting on my Pop-Tarts. And the only thing I could find on the shelf was that was not frosted were brown sugar ones. And I didn't want any brown sugar ones. So I found these pretzel Pop-Tarts. And I talked about them the last time, and we decided that didn't sound very good, but I thought I'd go try one. And they are really good because they do have salted caramel on them. They're salted caramel and pretzel Pop-Tarts. They're really kind of good. I really did like it. So hi, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you join us. Riri says, did it? Not surprised. It has a very medicinal smell and taste. I use it in cooking. What are we talking about? If and when I get a headache, I'll try it. I'll pass that on. Let's see. Candy says, I'm not afraid to eat rosemary, Cheryl, because it smells like pine. Oh, I am afraid to eat it because it smells like pine, and I'm really allergic to pine. Yeah, you have to be careful with those. Teresa says, I need to grow me some rosemary. I have some rosemary growing out in my big old flower pot. Candy says, that's me too, Mary. I like the crunch. Yeah. You know, cake is just not that crunchy, even with really good frost. Now, I do like carrot cake. I do like carrot cake, even if it's not crunchy. I do like, and I like German sweet chocolate cake, but those are my two favorite kinds of cake as far as cake goes. Cheryl said, I made rosemary tea one time for a headache, and it worked. Oh, that does sound interesting. I got some rosemary out there. Riri said, I loathed cake as a kid. And the icing, ew. You know, what did they have? Those Twinkies? I never really liked Twinkies. I have to say that, I mean, they're good, but everybody was raving about Twinkies, and I'm going, ew, it's too cakey for me. It has frosting on it. And I don't mind frosting as long as it's made with cream cheese. Oh. Teresa's saying hello to Debbie. Teresa came in and said hello. Hi, Teresa Spitfire. Rosemary is a very potent flavor, Riri says. Pick out a picture of liver. Oh, no, liver and onions. Ew. Ew, liver, cow tongue. Who was making oxtail soup? Was that Janet Nash? I'm going, oxtail soup? Oh, no. Here's where Debbie came in. She says, hi, Mary and everyone. Julie Parker's here. Hi, Julie. Candy says, hello, Mary. Everyone have a happy Sunday evening. Jersey. Hi, Jersey Creative. She says, oh, this food talk is making me hungry. I'm going to get food. Be right back. Oh, dear. Jersey's saying hello to everybody. Riri says, I hope he did. Let's see. That stamp reminds me of chromosomes. A chromosome stamp. I did not see chromosomes. But I guess in a way it does. If you got blue and pink chromosomes. Oh, dear. I saw lace and flowers and a garden picket fence and a gate. And Lori saw chromosomes. Oh. Oh, did brother catch any fish? I asked him that, and he said they caught about 20 or so. He said my grandniece caught most of them. I guess she's the fisher person in the family. I didn't think they were gone that long. They left around 6 in the morning, and it was, about 3, but they had about an hour and a half drive, so one way, so about a 3-hour total drive. And if they left at 6 and got down there at, well, let's say between 7:30 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, that gives them 5 hours to fish, so that's about right. And then he got home in the afternoon, around 3:30 or 4 o'clock, up in there. I was out on the front porch, so I didn't know what time it was. Julie says that's pretty. Yeah, he went fishing down in Kansas. Cheryl's going to work on her opposite list. Thank you, Lori. She said, cute arcade. I'm really having fun with these arcades. I got to catch up. Today is what, the 6th? Now, I had some of these already done. I think I started with, was it, I don't know if I dated this. May 25th, so that can't really count. So, maybe I'm on 2. And today's the 6th. But I'm just working on them as I get inspired. Oh, is Tim in here? Hi, Tim. I had a laugh at Tim. Was it the morning chat or was it the morning chat? No, it was my Friday evening chat. I had a mug of tea out here, and he goes, is that tea or paint water? Dirty paint water. So I have a squirt. Oh, and I could have used this as my favorite, as a food source. I've never had, now I've had squirt before, but I've never had pink grapefruit. It's ruby red squirt. It's made from the pink grapefruits. And I like grapefruit a lot. I'll drink pink grapefruit juice when I can find it. But I have to say, it's sweeter than the normal squirt. It doesn't quench my thirst as much. It's more of a sweet drink. It's grapefruit, but just the plain grapefruit is tangier. has a lot more of a tang to it or bite to it that I like. So this is good. I like it, but it's almost too sweet for me. I think they're talking about Deb. Tim says, happy Sunday night. Tim is Designs by CAD Pro. Welcome, Tim. Glad to have you join us. And we're back up to where Deb gave a super chat. Thank you so much, Deb. All right. Hit that blue arrow and come down to the bottom, Aunt Beck always says. Hi, Holly. Welcome, Holly. Mina says, 90% of my customers were my mom's co-workers at a large hospital. Cakes for all occasions. Hardest was a wedding cake. Did you used to make and sell cakes, Mina? They're saying hi to Holly. Mina, did all that baking burn you out? Let's see. Mina says, I paid for my university tuition by making and decorating cakes to order after I graduated. I didn't eat cake for the next 10 years. You put yourself through school by baking cakes to pay for your tuition. And then, no more cake for me. I've had enough, Mina says. Oh, and Cheryl's saying that when she made her tea, is that you that made the tea, Cheryl? She said, I use rosemary that you get at the store, just to be clear. What did Mina say? They said, I don't blame you. Riri, I put rosemary in my tea. It's really good for you. Riri says, my rosemary plant has survived for 6 years without doing a thing to it. Oh, mine didn't survive last year, but I got another one this year. And I am starting out, and hopefully I can carry it all through the summer. I usually get to July and August, and my poor plants start suffering from lack of water. So this year, I told my brother, I'm all set up. I'm going to water my plants religiously. You know, potted plants. I have potted plants on the front porch, and they need lots of water. A potted plant does. And it gets so hot out there, I don't even feel like going out. And that's really my biggest fault. The ones in the ground usually survive. But my potted plants, by the middle of August, have died of thirst. So, but this year, I am going to water my plants at least every other day, if not every day. We have to water on odd days because we're an odd number house. But I haven't seen that sign at the post office. My brother thinks that rule is still in force, but we've had so much rain. Usually it's depending on the water tables. So nobody's complained. I watered today, and it's June the 6th. Oh, and speaking of June the 6th, in the States here, we are, June the 6th is the 77th anniversary of D-Day, World War II D-Day, when all of our soldiers went into, was it Normandy? And, jumped off of those U-boats, almost, a lot of them got shot just getting off the boat. But I guess it really helped win the war in Europe. And so that was they celebrated on June the 6th. I think today is the day. Now let me put some wax paper here. I'm going to glue this cake down here. So this is going to be the topic of my mind map, my food. I was going to do a different mind map. But then I thought, well, I better go out there and see what Dede actually assigned. So we'll do that other mind map that I'm thinking another time. I haven't done a mind map in a long time. And you guys know I love mind mapping. But not everybody does. And because I will agree that mind mapping almost gets to the point where you're searching for ideas, but if you really want to be spontaneous, sometimes it takes away the spontaneity because you've already planned things out. But the spontaneous part of it is you come up with ideas while you're doing this. I'm going to write the who, what, when, where, why, and all of that on here because it won't bleed through, or it just shadows. And let's use that purple, or let's use the dark blue. And I suppose I should close these up so they don't spill. I like these little boxes that they come in. They're just like a little kit. Should decorate this box with colors. All right. So my topic is cake. That's my topic. So, and I'm going to do this list on here. But we've got who, what, and I'm going to put A here. A, because I'll be doing A here. Who, what, and this is B. Why, and that's C. Who, what, when. So D is when. E is where. And then how is F. How. Now, I always add a couple more, and Dede knows this. I add, where's Y? C. C1 is why not? Why not? And what B, B1, we'll just add a couple more. B1 is, oh, not B1. Well, we'll leave B1 there. What? Why not? Oh, yeah, what if? What if? B1 is what if. Now, I also have done whenever or wherever and all of that, but we're not going to go into all of that tonight. So there is my mind map. Now I'm going to do this on my own, and then I'll come out and I might add to it depending on what you guys say. But for right now, I'm not watching. But if you think of something, please go ahead and say it, and then I'll review chat, and I might add to this mind map depending on what you say. And let's get out a pen. And we're going to start out with who. So we're just going to go A. Who. And I'm going to write on these, but see, it bleeds through so bad. So that's why I don't write directly on here. I'm going to attach them probably over here somewhere. Because I don't want them to bleed through my page. So we're going to do who. And what did I do with that pad, paper pad? What did I do with it? Because I'm going to need more than a few sheets here. Where did I throw it? Where did I throw it? Here. All right, I got it handy. All right. So who is going to bake the cake? Who bakes? Who bakes? And I'm going to put Meri because it's my mind map. Who's going to eat it? Who eats? And I'll put brother. Brother and friends and ants and flies. Ants. The ants get in your cake. Ew! And flies. No way. Mice. We'll stop with the ants and flies. That's only if you go to a picnic. We're going to put picnic here. Picnic. Picnic. Okay. How else for who? Who wrote the recipe? Who wrote the recipe? And we're going to go with Mina, because I like Mina's suggestion. Only I'm going to alter it. I'm going to put Mina and Meri. Mina and Meri, because I'm going to add some of those crunchy bits in the batter. And she suggested frosting it. And Mina should know, because she baked cakes put herself through college. Mina and Meri. So there's my A for who. That's good enough for who, isn't it, for now? So we don't have to dwell all night on this stuff. What? 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 What are you gonna bake it in? What? Oh, let's put, what are you baking it in? And not the oven. I mean, what pan I should put. What pan are you baking it in? And I'm going to put round sheet pans. Round sheet pans. Now this could relate over to E. I'm going to put CE, because that'll be where. Where did you buy where did you ever get those round cake pans? I got them at the thrift store. Bought them at Dollar Tree. What? Let's see. What? Let's see. I want to say, this is more of a, are you questioning? Are you using a bake mix? Or let's see, what recipe are you using? Well, that's what recipe? What recipe? And of course, this is Mina and Meri's altered recipe. So Mina, and we made this up tonight. I might try it. Altered. And I got a what if. I'm going to put C. This is B. I'm going to say CB1. And I should probably write down E while I'm thinking of it. Else, then Dede says this, write it down, because if you don't write it down, you'll forget it. And I find that happens even spontaneous, when I'm doing stuff spontaneous. Well, why did I say CE? So E on my mind map is where. And I should write what here. What? And this is who. And this is not a very detailed, I mean, like I said, I could spend all afternoon doing these mind maps. This is just kind of doing it on the fly. Where do you get the fly? E is where. Where. So, A, B, E is where. So, where did you buy the cake pans? Where did you get the cake pans? Where did you get the cake pans. And you can also go, where did you get the flour, all of that. Where was it? I think there needs to be another W. Was it? Because I want to say, was it a boxed recipe or did you make it from scratch? So could that be a what? What if it was a boxed recipe, what brand is what I want to say. So I guess I can go in the, if boxed cake mix, why did you buy it? What brand? Mine isn't going to be boxed because you can't buy a boxed recipe like we're going to make. But there's a what there. So let's see, Mina and Mary. Where did you get the cake pans? We'll come back to E. I'm still on what? Well, we're going to stop. Because like I said, I can go on and on and on with this, but we're gonna cut this short. So we got who, what, and then I said CB1. So B1 is what if. Now this is where we get into Mina and Mary's recipe. Oh, also the why too. All right, let's do the what if. B1 is what if. What if? What if we alter the recipe? And then I'm going to say CC, which is why. C is why. Why alter the recipe? And that's because Mary likes crunch. Because Mary likes crunch. Not cakey. Not cakey. That's good enough. I know what I mean. So what if we alter the recipe? Now we can also say CF, which is how. So let's go to F. F is how. How are we going to alter the recipe? We are going to add frosted, bits, candy bits, and nuts to frosting Oh, and I'm going to put in chips too, because I've got to have some chips in there. And chips. And that was Mina. That's Mina's suggestion, was add it to the frosting. And also lots in the batter. And that's Mary. So that's the how we're going to alter it. Now, here's another what. That's a what if. What? We need another piece of paper. This is B1, BA. I have to do BA and because I already got B1 here. We need a BB. B. What? Oh, I'm getting off of my what? Continued. What flavor? What flavor of cake? And because I've already mentioned carrot cake, I'm going to make this a carrot cake with with nuts. We'll have the carrot and nutmeg. Don't you put nutmeg in carrot cake? And the frosting will be cream cheese, but we're going to add chocolate candy and bits, maybe shaved chocolate and chocolate bits and what else? Nuts, pecans, and that to the frosting. And then inside, okay, it's a carrot cake. So that's what kind of cake, what flavor of cake. Okay. That's BA and BB. Let's see, where are we now? Where did you get the cake pans? Let's answer that. I got them at the thrift store. Thrift store or dollar store. Or home goods. Home goods store. Or what else? There's another, what is that? Williams Sonoma or something like that sells really fancy stuff for the people who buy. Okay, oh, let's put Amazon. Amazon. We got them at Amazon. Okay, so I don't want to dwell on this forever. Who bakes the cake? Mary. Who eats? The brother, friends, ants, and flies. Who wrote the recipe? Mina and Mary. What if is B1? What if, here's one. What if cake fails or falls? What if cake, I'm going to put fails. Or, you know, you can make a cake and have it fall flat. Or what if it falls apart? Falls apart. We'll make cookies. Make cookies. Or muffins out of it. And we can also have, what if it makes everybody sick? Run. What if it makes people sick? And I'm going to put deny. Rebel. Deny and rebel. Say that's the best cake around. There must be something wrong with you. So we got B and B1 and C, and this is E, this is A, and this is BA and BB. And we got an F, EF. We don't have a D. When are you going to bake this cake? Oh, I need another piece of paper. We're not going to make, I could make this a lot more detailed, but I don't want to spend all night on the mind map, so online. So D is when. When are you going to bake it? When? I'm going to bake it tomorrow. When bake. I'll put when bake. I'm going to put tomorrow. I won't make a carrot cake tomorrow. Although, tomorrow. Tomorrow, A-R-O-W. Well, I spelled that wrong. I just had a brain block. T-O-M-M. Somebody spelled tomorrow for me. Tomorrow, tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Oh, I didn't sing that, did I? Ignore that. All right. I know what it is. Tomorrow morning. After I wake up. I won't really, but in my mind map I will. When? When are you going to eat it? When eat? We're going to eat it for supper dessert. And we could also have CC, and let's go to C here, if I got room. Why eating for supper dessert? Because it's an experiment. It's an experiment, and I want to see if it is edible. All right, so we have C, D, E. We got A, who bakes, Mary, who eats, brother, friends, ants and flies, who wrote the recipe, Mina and Mary. What pan are you baking it in? A round sheet pan. What recipe? Mina and Mary's altered, CB1. If a box cake mix, what brand? Well, it's not boxed, but I'll just put not boxed. We could alter a cake, but we're not going to do that. We're going to cook it from scratch. Why? Because we're creative. A, B, B1, C, D, E is where and how. Now, I got a what if for B1. What was that? I was thinking. See, it got ahead of me. B1, what if? Well, I'm not going to go there because I lost my train of thought. I think I got them all. But this is an example of how you'd mind map, and I'm sure that you guys have, if I go back and read chat, which I will in just a minute, you guys have probably added a lot of really creative things to my list here. In fact, what I might do is get out another sheet of paper here and jot down ideas that you guys might have left. We'll see. Let me look at chat. And we're just going to call this my assignment. But if I were doing this by myself, you know, like I would go, where are you going to get the, what are the ingredients? How are you going to grate the carrots? Where did you get the grater? All of that. You could just go on and on and on and on. But I'm not going to do all of that tonight. We're going to do this, and that's the story. All right, so let me get chat out here and see what you guys have said to my mind mapping. You may not have said anything. I'm going to go back and check. Well, let's say hello to people that have come in. Angie, hi Angie. Are you not feeling well? Hi Michelle, hi Tanya. Welcome, welcome. Hi Michelle Noel. Welcome, welcome. Lori says, you won't have to take a shower if you do, Angie. Let's see. I'm feeling a little better. Thank you all for asking. I think I'll go stand in the rain. Oh, Angie, are you feeling better yet? Mina says tomorrow. Thank you. Did I spell that right? I had a brain block right there. T-O-M-M. Where did I write that? I scribbled it out. T-O-M-M-A-R-O-W. Oh, T-O-M-O. T-O-M. See, I spelled it wrong. I know how to spell tomorrow. It's just that I'm online. T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W. Thank you, Mina. Mary doesn't know how to add. She doesn't know how to do arithmetic online. She doesn't know how to spell. Why do we watch Mary? Because we like to see her mess up. Thank you, Mina. I really appreciate that. Angie says, hi, Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for telling me how to spell tomorrow. Welcome, Rachel. Glad you joined us tonight. Mina says, yes, it stopped. It's intermittent. Angie says, hello to everybody. Michelle Noel is here. She's saying hello. Mina, are you done buffering? Was Mina buffering? Oh, no. If it fails, run to the bakery. I love it, Mina. Mina put herself through. What did I do with those papers? I got them out. Did I put them in here? Here. So I'm going to put... And the reason I'm putting that wax paper down is because I don't want black marks all over my drop paper either. You guys will see me do another drop paper thing, and you've already had enough of that for 1 month. All right. So I'm going to put viewer suggestions. Because this is a chat. This is a chat thing. So viewer suggestions. From Mina says, if it fails, feed it to him anyway. If it fails, run to the bakery. I love it. If it fails, run to the bakery. Michelle said she eat it. She said, me. Who eats the last piece? Okay, who? Who eats the last piece? Who said that? Cheryl did. Cheryl says, who, this is an if. What if it fails? If it fails, run to the bakery. That's a what if. What if? And this is who eats the last piece. That's a good one. I like that. See, you guys, that's kind of like why I like doing these mind maps online with you guys. And that's one reason why in a business, when they do mind mapping and brainstorming, if they do it as a group, I'm looking for my top to my pen here. If they do it as a group, and kind of like what I'm doing here, you get ideas from everybody. And you guys will think of things that I would never think of. Like, where is my cap to my pen? I have no idea. All right, let's stop worrying about it. Who eats the last piece? Rachel says, my mother always said a cake never fails. It can always be a square. It can always be a square. Okay, if it fails, what if, this is from Rachel. Rachel says, what if it fails? So it's a what if it fails. So I said I was going to have a round cake pan. So if it falls, it can be a square. It can be, because I had a round cake pan. It can be a square. I like that. So you use it anyway in a different way. So use in, this I'm going to add to this, use in a different way. So let's just say I put too many nuts in the batter and it didn't all hold together. Well, then I have all this batter and nuts that are just not sticking together in the, because I like so much crunch. Well, I could probably take all of that and make like a granola type thing, spread it out on a cookie sheet and just let it bake that way. I don't know. It'd be an experiment. Use it in a different way. And that could lead to how are you going to use it in a different way? All right, what else here? Let me go back through this. Mary will have to rename this stream. Do not watch if you are hungry. Mina's laughing. Michelle says she's hungry. Mary's going to have to ban me from her channel if I keep commenting on the cake. Uh-oh, what did you say, Lori? Oh, there's Becky. Now, see, I thought of another thing. What if it fails? Go ask Mina or Becky what to do now. Or go ask your mom, why did it fail? What did I do wrong? You know, evaluate why it failed. Maybe you put salt in it instead of sugar. Maybe you read the recipe wrong. Or maybe you put too many nuts in it. Please join us in Mary's Facebook group, the link below. That is really, the Fibsville Friends Facebook group was started by Violet. Even though it's Fibsville Friends and it relates to my channel, it's really not my Facebook group. Violet and Janet have a very big hand in running that. Just to make that clear. I'm not even an administrator over there. I'm just one of you. And I'm content that way, and it's Fibsville Friends, so it's really for all the channels, you know. If you find a channel that an art channel, it has to be art related. But not that but Violet contacted me. When she first contacted me, she asked me if she could start a group for my channel on Facebook. I never started a Facebook group just because I don't have the time. I just don't have the time to do all of that. And it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to not only moderate the group, to answer comments, to answer questions, to create, and Violet and Janet do a bang-up job on that Facebook group. But I wanted to clarify that it really is not my group. It just kind of started out based on my channel. Not that I don't appreciate that, Cheryl. I do appreciate it, but I really feel like I should clarify because I don't want to take credit for something that's not mine. Oh dear, what did I'm looking for my cap to my pen. Did you guys see what happened to the cap to my pen? All right, let's see. Michelle is here. She's saying hi to Rachel. Michelle says she's hungry for dessert. Holly says, I'm not getting near an easy bake oven. Michelle says she likes apple crisp. That sounds good. Rachel says, good evening, Mary. Thank you for the email. You're very welcome, Rachel, and thank you for the email. I was so touched by Rachel's email, and we're not going to go into that because I'm sure I don't want to embarrass Rachel, and she probably does not want me to discuss it, but your email was very sweet and kind, Rachel, and I certainly appreciated it, and ditto back from me. Let's see, what else is going on here? Michelle says, we made a half cherry and half peach dump cake. That's what this is. It's Mary and Mina's dump cake. Mina's doing the frosting and Mary's dumping everything into the batter that she can find. I haven't put potato chips in it yet, but I think potato chips would get soggy in a cake batter. I don't think I would put potato chips in a cake batter. Don't you think they'd get soggy? I think they'd get soggy. Cheryl says, my boyfriend's gained 3 pounds. Oh, dear. Cheryl says, I made pineapple dump cake a month ago. That sounds good. My daughter makes tons of pies on Pie Day. It's her tradition now. Oh, what day is Pie Day, Holly? I don't know what day is Pie Day. Janet Nash made a cake using beets. That was interesting. Oh, beets. Now, some beets are really sweet. Some beets are really sweet. We had beets from our garden last year, and both my brother and I just loved them. I froze what I could, and we ate them all up. And we tried growing beets this year, and we got maybe a third of a row. We had a late spring, and it was cold and rainy. You think beets would grow, but they did not take. Some of them did, so we'll probably buy our beets at the grocery store. My daughter gave me a bite of strawberry rhubarb dump cake that she made. It's good. Oh, rhubarb! I love rhubarb. We got a rhubarb out there. I was gonna cut some of that today. I got to get out there and cut it. I have not had German chocolate cake since the winter. Yeah, German chocolate cake. I always, when I was a kid, my mother would bake us a cake for our birthday. Cake and ice cream was our tradition, of course, and I always wanted German sweet chocolate. And I get it on my birthday, but if I would ask her for German sweet chocolate, she'd say, I don't have the German sweet chocolate. I don't have any chocolate. So I didn't get it. Who eats cake? Holly and me, Cheryl says. Holly's here. Leslie, if you're still listening, welcome, Leslie. Debbie Epps was in here. I don't know who's in here now. They might be lurking or chatting. I'm just scrolling back. Oh, yeah. We freed Europe on D-Day. We're talking about Normandy. D-Day. Normandy Beach. June 6th, which is today. Melissa says, Mary, I love the water and glue. Cheryl said, I made baby shower cake and bought one. People loved the one I made. Oh, cool, Cheryl. You're always cooking something, Cheryl. You're always telling us what you're making. Mary, I sent you prompts from Beth's live last night. Okay, Cheryl, I'll check. I've been outside most of the day, and then I had some work I needed to do this afternoon, so I'll go check. There was a problem with the server. Huh. It came back. I don't know what happened there. Mina says, 90% of my customers were my mom's co-workers at a large hospital. Cakes for all occasions. Hardest was the wedding cake. Okay, we're back to where Mina was telling us. No, that's not my cap. I don't know what happened to the cap to my pen. I hate it. I'm going to take cap off of this R2 pen because that won't dry out. And I'm going to put it on this one for now. I hate it when I lose stuff. It's probably rolled off on the floor. All right. So now, let me go down to the bottom here. Let's see. Michelle says, I thought of having my birthday 2 weeks before Christmas was bad, but 2 days after. Oh my. Angie's birthday must be 2 days after Christmas. Angie says, I don't get a cake for my birthday because it's December 27th. Aww. Pie Day is March the 14th. Thank you. I didn't know that. Thank you, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl DeMarco. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Janice. March 14th. They're both saying, 3.14. March 14th. Thank you. Pie Day, of course, March 14th. 3.14 is pi. That's a good way to remember it. Michelle says, Mary, do I get the last piece, please? If it comes out nice and crunchy, you do. You can. Or I might have to have several last pieces. I know what. I'll serve it. I'll serve it. No, how can I do? I could cut this and put it on a plate and say, here's the last piece. And then I could go another place and put it on a plate and say, you get the last piece. I'm going to put these in here in my journal. Like I said, we could go on and on and on with this, but that isn't really the goal for me right now. My goal for tonight was just to have fun doing this. So I'm going to glue these in and kind of stack them up. Not glue them. Well, I could paste them, but where's my tape? Yeah, it already fell out of the cap. Now where's the cap to this? Where did it go to? How can I lose those things in here? I'm going to put it upside down over in this holder for now. That won't roll away. The cap. All right. So what I'm going to do is start out with A, and we'll review as we go. Who bakes the cake? So that's my who. I was going to do a whole different mind map tonight. And then I decided I better go look at the assignment. So who bakes is Mary. Who eats is brother, friends, ants, and flies. Who wrote the recipe? Mina and Mary. So this is B-A. What pan are you baking it in? And I'm baking it in a round sheet pan, and I have C-E, which is where, and where says where did you get the cake pan, and I put several places that we'll get when we get there. So there's B-A, and then B-B comes here. What flavor cake? And I got carrot cake, because that's what came to mind, and I do like carrot cake. And I think carrot cake with all sorts of crunchy bits in it would be good, especially nuts and pecans, and maybe even little chocolate in there if it doesn't get too melty. What flavored chocolate? Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate. Ew, I can't fathom white chocolate in it. So there's B. Here's B1. What if? Ooh, can I move that up just a little? That's a big piece of tape. Let's put it way up here. So, what if we alter the recipe? C and F. And what if the cake fails or falls apart? You're going to make cookies, muffins. Make people, what if it makes people sick? Deny that you made it and rebel. I didn't have anything to do with that recipe. Mina didn't either. It was a recipe that we got at YouTube, on YouTube someplace. Okay, so we got to B1 there. Now we're ready for C here. Oops. I'm going to, I guess I'll start at the bottom here. So this is viewer suggestions. Let's just line them up. Viewer suggestions. F is how. Can I do that here? Viewer suggestions. I can, because I know what I know how to. I wouldn't do this for anybody else, but I'll pick it off. D, E, and D, and we're even going to put C here. Do I have enough room? Maybe I'll put E and F under here. E and F and D and C. And I'm just going to tack them right here. over on this side so I can lift them up. So we're ready for C. Why alter the recipe? Because Meri likes crunch, not cakey. Why are you eating it for supper dessert? Because of an experiment, and I want to see if it's edible. I'll just put a little piece here. And I need a guinea pig. I need somebody to test it for me. And D is going to go right here. I can't wait to see what Dede does for this coming week. So D is there. E is going to go here. And I'm just tacking them right at the up at the top right hand corner. E is here. E, F. And I'm just doing this to get it in my journal. F. And then this is just viewer suggestions. I should say group suggestions here. And then I should write over here, this mind map was created in my June 6th Sunday Eve live stream. At the Meri Atelier. Just making notes, because if I look at this a year or so from now, I'm going, what is group suggestions? All right. Alrighty, so now there are, oops, this needs to come up more. Oh, we'll just fold this under or tear it off, but let's just fold this one under. There we go. So, and I don't like when I flip things like this, see how all that falls? So I get out my bobby pins. It's time for a bobby pin. We could decorate this up, but I really, I don't like putting a lot of attachments and stuff like this in my journal, because when I write, and I've already taken some things out, I got, well, see, I've got this, oh no, I got them in here. I got where I practice my calligraphy, and over here, I've got, what did we do here? This is a list that we did on what day? What are you planting in your little plot of life? On May the 16th, we did that list. But I find that when I put a lot of stuff like this in my journal, it's hard to write on it. So I'll probably be taking that out to do whatever I do next. And I do like my Sharpie pen here because it's a no bleed one. That's There's my cap. I put it on my Sharpie pen. All right, let's put it back on the real pen. There we go. Boy, Mary, you're really sharp. Of course, it's a Sharpie. All right, so let's just I keep it right in there. Now, there is one thing I want to say about my Society of Idea Collector journal. I started out doing tabs for and I had like 18 of them. Close this door. Why isn't it closing? Pliers are in the way. Pliers are still in the way. There. Let's get all the little scrappies off. Well, my very first, and maybe even my second Society of Idea Collector journal, I had tabs. I had 18 of them. But not only did they bend out, no, well, I think the first one I tabbed it in the margin. And then I made tabs. But I didn't like it. And the other reason I didn't like the tabs was when I try to section off things, I could never estimate the number of pages that I would need for, well, just like Society by Idea Collectors from Dede. So how many pages would I need here? I don't know, because I have no idea what's coming in the future. And so I would estimate the number of pages, and I'd have this many pages for questions, and then I'd have one page filled out. So what I've done this year is I created an index at the back, and I'm only on page 13. Let's see, where did that take me to? 7, 8, 9. I'm going to redo this page. 10, 11, 12, 13. So, oh, now see, here's another example. I wrote down the assignment for week 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need to do week 5 right here. This is kind of like a little mini index here. And then I started my list of opposites here. So these pages I need to index them. I'm not going to do it here. I'll do it when I have time. But then I'm making my index go from back to front. So when the two meet, this book will be filled out. So say I got 25 pages here, then I would start with 26 there, and then I just work toward the front with my index. Rather than try to estimate how many pages do I need for an index, I have no idea. I could estimate 25 for each page, but I like working from the back to the front. So there's my Society of Idea Collector for tomorrow. I will chapter this. I'll put in my description box below when I started it and when it ended, which would be right about now. And then I'll send the video link to Dede with the start and top. I might just take a picture of this here. Or this. I could combine them, put them on my community tab, or put them on Instagram. Like this is part 1 and this is part 2. My chromosomes. This reminds Lori of chromosomes. I did this in my March journal, and I made it look like a lace curtain. But I kind of like the flower. That's probably what reminds her of a chromosome. Probably because chromosomes are very geometric. That's probably what's reminding Lori of chromosomes. All right. Let's see what's going on again in chat. Let me just glance out here. Yes. Thank you, Rachel. She says, smart idea with the index. Yeah, that just kind of fell together. I still kind of have the topics. Like, I had 18 tabs. I had I had mind maps, lists, questions. What else did I have? I had 18 of them. Mechanics, stamps, sketches, writing, notes, miscellaneous. I had 18 of them. I'd have to go back and look at my old journal. But even on these, when I index them, I started doing it. I put like, I had calendar for 1 too. I had calendar as one of my tabs. I have no idea on, look, I had it like March through, you know, I put January, February, March, and then I just kind of note some things in that month. Notes, assignment, list. Okay, I got my list, art sketch, list of quotes. Quotes was another one I had. And I ended with week 3 assignment. So, and I could put mind map on here. So I kind of still am using the tabs, but I'm using them in here. And I might go in and get my highlighters. And for all the lists, I might highlight the lists here in yellow and sketch in blue, quotes in green or something like that. So I have them color coded according to topic. So in here I have written notes. Assignment week 1 here. So, alrighty then. Now what? Now what are you gonna do, Mary? Let's look at chat a little bit more. Even with the tabs, I found I was putting them in the wrong sections. Yeah. You have to make your Society of Idea Collector work for you. And if that means altering the recipe, it's altering the recipe. Mina and I are good at that. Let's see, did I put that? I guess I did. I think I'll do a Rolodex, but let's do something really easy. Let's do a pattern. Let's see, I think if I counted this one, I did this before. Did I date this one? This one is dated the 25th. I don't think I dated this one. So if I call this one June 1st, did I date this one? Oh, this one's June 1st. So I guess I'll start with this one. This one here. Choose to see the good stuff. June 1st. June 1st. I can't see here. Yeah, these two were both done on June 1st. So 1, 2, 3. I need 3 more. I'm going to do some really quick ones here. Let's get that wallpaper, that wax paper out again, and I'll zoom in. And let's do off of the pattern papers. And I might just write pattern or directions. Let's see. Oh, I could actually use a quote. Oh, look. I got the dresses here. What are these? Are costumes, Crayola. Oh, I might come back to these directions another time. Let's choose another one. Oh, I get picky. Oh, here's an angel. Here's a crafty one with the angels. Let's do this one. We got 2 here. And I'm just going to do something really fast. Let's just trace around this and cut it out. Oh, I know what I wanted to work on. If I can find it down below there. I want to do, I should work on Beth Schuler's too. Teresa sent, not Teresa, Nettie sent playing cards and challenged us to do something with them. And I thought, of course I'm doing a messy job here, I thought that I would do some paper doll playing cards out of the 2. She sent us 2. And I thought I'd work on that tonight. I don't know if I'll go very late. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock here. I might go until about 10. But I haven't been staying on ultra late. Now I got room for a word here. So what do we have? We got crafts. And I've already used the envelope. Oh, we got angel here. Do I have something that says angel? Oh, look at the little hanging ones. Oh, I might be copying the wrong. Oh, I wonder if I could do a Rolodex without the Rolodex card. I might try that because I like both sides of this. So let's cut this out first. Let me get my, I don't know what I did with my other scissors. We'll use these. Let's just cut this out. And I may not glue this one to a Rolodex card. I may just use it as a paper one. A paper Rolodex. It'll be kind of flimsy, but I think it'll work. I could strengthen it up at the top over here with washi tape, would kind of strengthen it. And I could put a word here, like angel. I want the word angel. See, the pattern cover is actually in my June journal. I put all those patterns in my June journal. So what did I say? I had 2, and I need, wait a minute. Did I say I need 4 more? Did I count? No, I gotta look here again. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this upside down. We did this one, so there's 1, 2, 3. And this one's not dated, so I can count that as 4. I'm gonna date this June 1st. I'll cheat a little. I don't know where I made it. I made it online, but I'm going to date it June 1st to count it as a June arcade. So that will mean I have 4. So I only need 2 to catch up today, and I'll do that off of these. But this one, I'm just going to use it as a paper arcade and see how it holds up. And I'll outline it here. Spanish moss for the hair. Oh dear. And these are actually kind of cute. I could do a couple more, but I want to move on. Let's do something different. And I decided not to cut this pattern up. I'm going to actually read this pattern and see if I can actually do one of these. So that'll go back up there. This will go back over here. Let's see, what else do I have here? These are more angels. I'm just going to use what I pulled out, whatever is here. Shoulder seams, side seams. I think these are boys' buttons and buttonholes. We could put buttons on there. We have to find them. There's nothing on the back. This one I can glue down, but I'm not inspired. What about this shirt? And I could put the buttons and buttonholes on the back. All right. Don't want to lose my angel. Put it there. I just want to catch up to June 6th. just simple little arts, little fun art things. Is it the Yellow Daisy is doing iCads in June and July? Is it June and July? And I don't want to start with the iCads because I'd already started with these Rolodex cards, and they're called RCads. So I'm trying to do the iCad project on RCads, if that makes any sense to anybody. Okay. Let's cut this out. We don't need these anymore. So I got these patterns. Most of them only cost me 25 cents. And most of them were children's costumes. Or children's a craft, like those angels were crafty pattern. The ones that had ladies' clothing, the patterns, even at the thrift store, cost $1. And I didn't want to pay $1 for a pattern that I was going to cut up and collage and stuff like that. So I'm just cutting it out. Fold this up. Get it off my desk so I have room to work. Now this one I'm going to glue down because it doesn't have anything on the back. Oops. It keeps going. I really didn't need to trace those lines out, but I usually go over it with marker anyway, so. Okay, let's start with this one. Let's just use a glue stick. I'm going to use this Pen Plus Gear glue stick. And let's put some glue on this. And this, I should zoom in a little. I'll zoom in after I get this glued down. Goes on here like that. Let me zoom in so you can see a little better. There. Maybe tip my camera a little. Hi Becky. I can help you if you get stuck with the bags, Mary. Oh, thank you, Becky. I know you made some bags, didn't you? I think you made some bags. You were showing how to make the handles on them. Yeah, I wanted to do them when you did them, but I didn't have my sewing machine out yet. But now that I've kind of got that sewing machine out, and I've actually used it a couple times, I might attempt one of those bags. Let's look at that pattern. I want to do an easy one. Actually, this one looks the easiest here. I don't have to put the pockets on it. This one is similar to this one. I'll bet it's both. This is C and this is D. This looks like a smaller version of that one. This one looks like a duffel bag. These two look like, three look like duffel bags, and this is, you know, one of those tall, round cylinder bags. But these look the easiest, but it does have a zipper. They all have, these all have zippers. This one has a drawstring. That one might be the easiest, but it's got a circle. It's got a circle bottom. I suppose a circle bottom wouldn't be such a bad thing if you, you know, you just need to cut darts, cutting, you know, snip it along the base, cut little things so the circle looks like a circle. That would probably be the hardest for me on that one. Did you have a good time in Greenville, Becky? I think you said you were going back down to the cottage this weekend. Scott had a birthday last week sometime. Scott had a birthday. Thursday? There. Got a little belt hanging there, but let's cut the... I wonder if they'll match. We'll see. Let's cut the little notches out here. I really want to finish those project bags. I just get to doing too much. Matched pretty good. I'll be marking along the edge here, so that line will get marked. I like to outline things, so I don't mind any stray marks around the edges here, because I just mark them out. Okay, but we have to have more on here. Buttons and buttonholes. But I'm thinking, where is everything? What did I do with those? I don't need my Magnolia magazines. Let's throw those away. Not throw them away, but... Oh! And let's experiment with... I might do another arcade, because I wanted to play with this foil, but not with the foil pen. I want to try something with this foil. Let's leave it out here. So, wait a minute. Wait for it. I'm looking for my Tim Holtz paper dolls. Somebody asked me if I was still doing the transparent journal, and I found this. I did this in June of 2019, and this was a Penelope. Am I going? Is anybody buffering? Oh, there we go. Let me turn it this way because I'm zoomed in. I'm really lagging in my own chat here. This was a transparent page that I did in June of 2019. So they asked me, are you still working on your transparent art journal? And I do these things as I get inspired. So someday I'll get all of this put into a journal. This is kind of where it's at now. I found it when I was straightening up stuff. I'm zoomed in way thick, but I ran across it as I was looking for my Well, I'm not going to find them. Oh, wait. Here. I did find them. Let's find something to put on here, like a young man. These are the groups, Tim Holtz groups. Boy, I'm really lagging in my own chat. Becky says, let's see, what did Becky say? We did go back to the cottage to pick up some books. He accidentally had mailed there. Then we had to stop at restaurant Trailers Rest Walmart as we got a nail in one of our tires. Oh no. Oh, Travelers Rest. You got it. Oh, you had a flat tire. Oh, we finally got a. Oh, I was reading Cheryl's. Then we went to the Travelers Rest, the TR Goodwill, which I'm reading as Travelers Rest, and we took the back roads to my parents. Oh, I'm sorry, Becky. That's hard. That's hard when your parents get older. We ate takeout food all day and I got really sick. Oh no. Boy, I had something. What did I have? It really affected. I woke up this morning with a tummy, not a tummy ache. It just, I wasn't feeling the best. Oh, look, I've got, oh, I got this little guy. I can put the guy on one side and the gal on the other. See, I like them when they poke up like that. Let's see, what else do I have? I might just settle with this one right now. Let's cut these two apart, and let's get out Becky's. Well, Becky, I hope that you're feeling better tonight. Take it easy. Let's color it. What color? Teal? It looks like a teal. Might be a dark greenish blue. Yeah, it's a teal color. Let's just use the super tip on this just to put a little color on it. Because they'll be poking out the back. And I don't have to do everything, but I need to scribble a little color on here. It usually blends in pretty good, even though I'm just scribbling it on. You can take a damp brush. Let's do that and see how it works. You can I don't want a wet one. I've got clean paint water, believe it or not. You can take a crafty brush here. Yeah, let's find one here. I don't want it sopping wet. And just a damp brush. And this super tip Crayola markers will blend in, and you can even move them. But if you don't want all those marks to show, you can kind of blend them in. Now we'll let that dry. I need a paper towel out here. Let me grab one. I have it right here. I'm still using my Christmas paper towels. All right, let's hit this with the heat gun, which is, Penelope, I'm gonna have to move you. Heat gun is way over here. Here comes another train. I think we have the front door open. So they sound louder. So I was thinking I'd cut these apart and put one on this side, that'll work, and one on this side. But they can't stick out too much, so I'm gonna have to chop off their little legs a little. Well, do I want to chop off their legs? Or do I want them to stick out? I put them this way. Then I'd have to color all that in, and I don't want to do that. How far are they going to stick out? Put that back up here. Hold on. Let's see how far they'll stick out if I put them in here. Let's put the iCat in there. Well, they don't stick out too awful far. I'm going to use them. I'm not going to chop off their feet, I promise. So I'm back to my original thought here. But her whole arm is not going to show here. Sorry, little lady. We'll have to do something about that. Round her shoulder off or something. Not too bad. No, I don't know about that though. Let's round it off a little more. There. That's a little better, I think. Looks like she's got her hands behind her back. And then he's going to go on this side. And I don't think I'm going to do anything on the back. I might write, what shall I write? Make 5 horizontal buttonholes on the right front, in from the front edge. Make upper buttonhole from neck edge. Make lower buttonhole from the lower edge. Space remaining buttonholes equally between blah, 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 blah. All right, we're going to put him here just because I want him there. But I think what I'm going to do, let's see. What do I have that I want to use? Butterflies? Butterflies? Or just blue? Blue would match that. But the butterflies aren't bad. Oh, I got Christmas lights. That's too wide. Now, one more here. What do I have in here? Some sparkly. I am very busy. I am very busy. I kind of like it. It's kind of sassy. And it's the right color. We're going to use that one. I am very busy. It's kind of sassy. All right. Oops. I'm going to put that. Let's outline it first. No, we're going to outline it last. Let's put it right in here. One SY, 15Y. I don't know what that means. I am very busy. I don't know what that, oh, I'll bet you that's where it got cut off. Busy, here. I wonder what 15Y was. I want it kind of in the center. Very busy, very busy, very busy. And And where's my little man? He's going to go on here. He's going to go right there. And I'm going to put him on with double-sided tape. And he's going to go here. So I only want the tape up to right above that sleeve. So right about in there. There, and I don't know if I can, maybe I'll put glue on that. There, and we'll put some glue stick on the legs down below. Now, does this mean anything? I mean, why are you putting kids on here? Well, just because I want to. It isn't. Just because it's fun. There we go. Now, let's see how he sticks out. I think they're going to be okay. Now, let's do the little lady. Right above her waist. She's a little easier to do. There. And there. I'm very busy. I got the eye kind of. All right, so on here, I thought I had some button tape, but I don't want to go hunting all over for it. I had some tape that had buttons on it, but we could do this. Possibilities. Love, possibility with wish beautiful. I'm going to do that. I'm sure that's Tim Holtz tape. It doesn't have to mean anything. It'd be nice if I had little buttonhole washi, which I think I do someplace. But I don't want to go hunting for it right now. Let's take this and move it just over just a teeny bit, and yeah, that's not sticking. That's the one thing I don't like about glue sticks. Any glue stick will do that. All right, let's put this on there, and I wanted it to fit better here. Sorry, I kind of got out of frame, didn't I? There. Right in there. And we'll just put this here to hold it open. Fold this one under a little. Wait, what's this? Let's put that under there. There. Alrighty. Do I want to do any more to it? Yes. Where's my cap? I want to outline it. And let's outline it with silver. Yeah, let's outline it with silver. Put my washi away. I don't know if silver will show up. We'll see. Yeah, that's okay. It doesn't show up that much though. Let's go back to the black. Oh, we could do the brown. Let's see how the brown looks. So this really doesn't have a meaning as far as why did you put the kids on this pattern paper. It's just, I like it. Why did I use that washi? Possibility Wish Beautiful, because it fit. No real rhyme or reason as far as having a meaning to this. It's just a little fun art card to put in my Rolodex. Yeah, that doesn't want to go on the washi tape too well. Alrighty, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's date it. June, we're going to call this June 5th, 2021. And that's all I'm going to do. I am very busy. Of course, looks like that. And we're going to put it in here like this. Now I'm hoping that this other one is just a paper one. It's kind of flimsy. And I don't know. We're going to try it and see, but I don't even think I'm going to color it. Let's cut out the notches. I want to see how this paper works because it's a thinner paper. It's the pattern direction paper. And if it doesn't work, I'll do a different one. I'll glue it down to something or something like that, but it might tear is what I'm afraid of as I'm rolling things back and forth. And this angel kind of looks like a little scarecrow in a way, but it's not. It's where it's gathered, and they put 2 little dots for the eyes there. It's kind of an interesting, it's just showing you where to put things on your, if you make that angel doll. Now I got those white decorative beads and everything, not the beads, but the kind of the wedding stuff. But I'm not going to do that tonight. Let's just outline this and see what happens. This one's going to be a simple one. I want to see how this holds up in my Rolodex. I'm afraid it's going to tear. Can't see where I'm going. I could put a word on there. It's got Spanish moss, but let me look at my Tim Holtz words. Or maybe I could put a little girl on there, kind of strengthen it. And as you can tell, I'm not too concerned about having a nice neat edge. I just want it brown. And it's soaked through to the other side here. Let's see what I have for little girls in here. I love Tim Holtz ephemera, and you might not be seeing it too well here. Ooh, these would work for the paper dolls. Here's some man and little girl. I'm going to keep these out for when I work on the paper doll playing cards. I don't see any little girls in here. Oh, here we go, right here. All right. And I almost like it. Should I cut? No, I like it like this. And we could put a word there. And that would strengthen this. It'd cover up my angel, but I don't care about that one. I really like this one. So let me mark. Where I want to cut. And I'll save the feet. I'll save the feet for maybe the paper dolls. Let's just cut right. Well, we don't have to cut. We can leave the feet on there and that'll strengthen it. All right. I'm not going to cut her feet off, I promise. Now, let's put some tape there. 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 And there. And let's take the tape off, the release paper off. And put some glue down here on their feet. And this will go. Now I want their feet to kind of come between those. Yeah. That's good, and it strengthened the Rolodex. Now let's get a word. I want a word. Let's see what I have. Don't forget to fly. Spanish moss. Leave a sparkle. Something angel. Ordinary people can do extraordinary things. I kind of like that. Let's do that one. Ordinary people. Let's cut it. Ordinary people can do extraordinary things. All right. Aww. Now, we're going to mark around this. Oops. So this one is dated June 6th, and that's today. So we'll write that on the back here. All right. And I didn't bother to outline these. Let me outline them real fast. I didn't bother to color them, but that's okay too. And I think I'll do the playing cards, and that will probably be the playing card paper dolls, and that will probably be my last project for tonight. Don't forget that Dede is on tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, and also Janet Nash comes on at 9 Eastern. Janet Young comes on, Janet M. Young comes on tomorrow after Dede gets off around 12, I believe, but don't take that for positive sure because I get mixed up on that time. And I get mixed up of who comes on Monday afternoons. I'm always going to check and then I forget. So you're on your own until Lisa comes on tomorrow night in the evening. She's been coming on earlier for me. I think she's on by 6 now, Central. Lisa, My Eclectic Life. Oh, I like it. I like it. Oops, down a little. Ah, let's put it in the Rolodex. Now, just for, I think it'll fit because I put those, I strengthened it on the back. Let me turn it around here. Get this out of my way. Feet might be in the way, but it might be holding it too. There we go. So this is the 6th, June 5th. I'm going to write June 4th on this. Whoops, not that one. June 5th. Yeah, this would be June 4th. June 4. I made this one Friday night, which was June 4th. And then these are dated the 1st. But I'm going to put 6/3/2021. Just so I have a record. And this one is June 2. Uh-oh. June 1, June 2. What am I missing here? June 2. I want to get at least 30 here in June. I don't know if I'll have enough room for July. And I'm going to make this one dated, is it dated June 1? Yeah, it's dated June 1. I'm good. And this one's dated June 1. And that one I made dated June 2. So I got several June 1s here. We're good. So here we go. Here's my Rolodex, my arcades. I flipped these before, but I'm going to do another little flip tonight. I call this guy my Monopoly Man. My Monopoly Man. And there's a Monopoly card on the back. And then these are just, this When Life Happens and Hello is just a little ephemera in there. The word plethora, I should outline that, but I'm not going to tonight. Everything Has Beauty was one I got from Sharon Lombard in her Happy Mail when she sent Velticia doll. And this is one I made over here. Always Take the Scenic Route. It's another Tim Holtz ephemera, some people in front of an older car. My Snow White one. Biscayne Belle, Port of Miami, Florida. And I put the stickers over here, spell out the word Belle. Choose to See the Good Stuff. Right there, just some ladies. This is my When He Grows Up to Be a Man. And this is when I started putting the Tim Holtz grouping the paper dolls behind them. And this little guy down here, I don't know if you can see him too well, came in a packet that Janice Glein sent me. I did my March art journal out of that packet. And here's a little Tim Holtz paper doll girl. You can see her, I don't have a word on there. And this is the one I did Friday night, just says hello. I am very busy. We did this one tonight. I am very busy. And then ordinary people can do extraordinary things. So these are really coming along. I'm really happy with this Rolodex. So there's that. And it is 9 o'clock. I have enough time to do the playing card paper dolls. And I'm going to use the groupings here. And I might zoom out just a little because I think I'm zoomed in a little too far here. Let me zoom out just a teensy bit. There. And let me get the playing cards out. Hopefully they're over here on my on top of my wastebasket. Did I put those watercolors? No. Here, let's put this back in here. I don't want to lose them. Thank you for the super tips, Becky. I sure do appreciate them. And let's see. I have several things out here. Where did I put the... my rusting project is still cooking. What did I do with the paper dolls? The cards. What did I do with them? Well, I may not be able to do them if I can't find them. Ow. Let's just take everything off. This is what was on my wastebasket. Alright, we have paper. This is with a Trashinichi. This is an ATC. We could work on some ATCs. This is a book cover. Stencil. That's paper. Book cover. I'm looking for my ATC, the playing cards that I got from Meri. They should be here. But things fall. You know, I have those craft-a-lanches. I have craft-a-lanches. And so things get mixed up. I don't see them in here. And then this is my mystery journal. We could also work on my mystery journal, but let's put that at the, I'm not going to, I'm going to put it back. And I had paper out when I was rusting. I don't see them here. This is my, and these are envelopes. So where did they go to? Let me look. I still have a place I can look real fast. I need to mow the lawn again tomorrow. It's been a week since I've mowed. I should get in here in this room and straighten out some of this stuff. Maybe I put them up here. Stamps. Well, fiddlesticks. I wanted to work on them tonight. I had them in my hand. But that doesn't mean anything. What's this? Well, I wanted to do my paper dolls. I might have to. I also wanted to play with this foil. Let me look one more place here because I had all this pattern stuff out. I'm working on postcards. Dede mailed me. I had Happy Mail out from Dede. I'm working on my Dollar Tree journal. Oh, I'm not going to find them. Let's play with the foil. We'll come back to this when I actually find the playing cards that Nettie sent me. They're here. They're not. I can't put my hands on them right now. This is dangerous. We'll put them right there. I want to play with this foil. I was watching a video, don't ask me who. Maybe I'll just play with it on a Rolodex card. Where they instead of foiling with a pen, they cut and glued their foil. I wonder if I could stamp this. Not stamp it, punch it. Maybe if I punch a piece of paper underneath of it. Something like, oh, ignore this mess. Let's just split this paper here. This is interesting because this is a tree that has chips on it, but I also was playing with Crayola and it made chips. Kind of fits that picture, not even trying. I might save that for something. I want to try, first of all, I'm going to try to punch this. Now this is all experiment. And this will probably be my last thing because I'm kind of tired tonight. Let's get out a punch. Yeah. Just a regular punch. A circle type thing. I want to see if I can punch it if I have paper below it. Let's just cut it here. And this piece of foil has just been laying around since my last project. I'm not going to get out the foiling pins. I want to see if I can punch. If I have a piece of paper, a stronger piece of paper underneath it. I sure did. Can I get it out? It punched it. Punched the paper. Did it punch the foil? I think it did. It's just not coming out. Did it punch it? Hold on to that for me. I can't tell if I think it did. I'm scratching it. No, maybe it didn't. This is experiment time. I wanted to see if this foil would punch, but it doesn't look like it's going to. And it's all foiled. But I kind of like that anyway. I kind of like what happened there. Scratched it. I kind of like the scratch. I kind of like the scratch that it made. It looks like a halo around it. Now, my other experiment is to see, I don't think glue stick, but I think I'll put some double-sided tape on this. Maybe I'll put the double-sided tape here. I don't think glue stick will hold this very well. Now, the person that I was watching, I think, used a gel medium, like golden or something. And don't ask me who it was, because I was just zipping through videos one night. And I thought, oh, that's interesting, and then I moved on. But then I got to thinking about it and thought, man, that might be kind of fun to play with foil, especially foil that you've already foiled something with. I was just taping it down in my journal. But after you foil with your foiling pen, you have that negative area out there. Like I have scratched that off. I didn't foil it, it scratched off. Did it scratch off in here? Doesn't look like it's hurted any. All right. Mary's just playing. This will probably be my last thing I do tonight. I am kind of tired. I weeded we planted corn. We replanted our corn and our beans and okra. I don't think the okra needed to be replanted. It just was what he had left in the package. And I weeded my flowers out in the west garden. They're big enough now that I know what's a flower, what's a weed. All right, so now I'm going to take this and just tack it on here, up a little, like that, and cut around it, just for the fun of it. I'm just playing. So I know that this foil will not punch very well. That was an experiment. I dropped my punch. That was an experiment. It's always good to experiment. And this is heat reactive foil. And when you have scraps like this, you want to save it, because you could make a nice, get out the foiling pin and make a nice line with this. So I'm not throwing any of this away. Well, maybe the edge up there I will, but these little scraps are going to get saved. I guess I'm making another Rolodex card for tomorrow, because I probably won't have time tomorrow. I'm mowing the lawn again tomorrow. It's been a week since I've mowed. It needs to be mowed again. But I have to say, when it gets warmer like this, like it'll be in the, I'll mow when it's cooler, a cooler part of the day. But when it gets hot out, when the summer heat comes, we won't need to mow as much. It won't grow as fast. So I think the hardest part of the yard work is probably done. Oh, I'm kind of liking that. Now let's cut an inch in it. And we tried to, this heat reactive foil will not emboss. I mean, you can't take this piece, probably prove me wrong now, and well, it did, didn't it? Now it did with my scissors. I guess if you press hard enough, it will. I tried it before and it didn't work. But this blue seems to be coming off, but it's not very shiny. It just looks like a gray mark. But I don't think this blue is very shiny, period, anyway. But it's best to use a foiling pin with heat reactive foil. I was surprised that even came off like that. I learned something new. I tried it before with just, well, I tried it with a pin, I guess. Let's try it with a pin. I threw that little piece away. Let's try it with maybe the pin here. It's got a sharp point. Let's see if it will, if I can do a letter M. I think so. Yeah, I guess you can. I'd like to see that in gold. So I guess if you have a sharp enough point, you can on heat reactive foil. You don't really need a foiling pin. That surprised me. Let's try it with another heavier pin. Let's just make a line. I guess this is working. That surprised me. That other that I tried the other day didn't work. But this is foiling off. So you might, if you're curious about heat reactive foil without a foiling pin, you might try something. I would try it first. I wouldn't buy foil just to do something like this with it. Yeah, I'm not very impressed with it. I don't think you're getting a very good marking on it. But I don't really like this blue anyway. It doesn't seem to be sticking much either. If I can scratch it off. Some of it. I'm not too impressed with using it with no pin, no foiling pin. Just experimenting. Gotta try. You've got to try. And that was just a little scrap. Let's go back to my, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Now, I was cutting this out. Let's play with this one. I just about have all my flowers planted. I have a tall grass to plant and some marigold, 6-pack of marigold and a 6-pack of celosia to plant. And one little plant that I forgot what it is. Something I don't regularly buy. There we go. Now, what am I going to put on here, though? Just throw. We could take this. And, of course, let's put some glue along the edge here. See if it'll stick. If I can get in there. It might stick. I don't think I'd want to do my whole thing with glue though. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. Now, what am I going to put on it? How about one of these animals? The polar bear might look nice. The duck. Any one of these. The wolf would look nice. The wolf and the moon. Let's do the wolf. Ooh. This, I need to trim this off. Shall we cut him out? Let's fussy cut him. These animal stickers came from Arlene. Thank you, Arlene. I'll come out and chat after I get this done. And then I'll probably sign off. Let's cut this wolf out. Now, will it stick to the foil, though? That's the question. I think I'm going to put them right down in there. I kind of like that. It's a pretty sticky sticker. There we go. Let's get all this scrappy stuff off my desk. between something and after stuck in place grout is. This says used in mosaic work. They're talking about grouting. I'm going to throw it away. Has nothing to do with a wolf. Let's get out my words again. Let's see if I can find a good word to put on there. I wish I could find those cards, but I don't want to hunt all night for them. Let me get my words out. You must be present to win. Hello, my darling. Live each day. It's all, look on the bright side. I kind of like that. Own your dreams. Make today count. Be awesome today. Embrace the journey. Live in the moment. Be fearless. I like be fearless. That wolf looks fearless. Let's do be fearless on here. Shall we put it in the moon? No, let's just put it right up here. Be fearless. Oh, I kind of like it. Now if I would have known, I should have put some yellow behind there. Where's my glue stick? I kind of like it. Now, I don't know. Let's put the cap on the right side of the glue stick. She says, where's that danger spot I had here? I don't have very many little ones. Doesn't work for me. That one kind of works. I love these photos because you can use them in so many different ways. I like that one, but maybe not for this. Oh, here I got 3 young boys. Or this is a, yeah, no, look at his jacket. Look at his jacket, how it's buttoned up there in the center. It looks a little small for him, like maybe it belonged to his brother or something. Be fearless. I kind of like that. I hate to cut their legs off. Aww. But see, if I kept their legs on them, they'd stick way out. I like all of these. This one's, whoops. What did I do? Put the wrong one there. I like this one too. I don't think I'd mind cutting these off as much because I can use them even for paper dolls. There's young men, I'm not sure I want to cut their legs off. I kind of like that. Be fearless. Let's do it. We'll save the young men for some other paper dolls. Do you think I can get this put away? No, we won't. Can I get them in there? They're all different ways and directions. We'll do this afterwards. I have to straighten them all out. Let's put them up here. We're going to do this one. I like this one, but I'm going to cut them off. I'm going to cut them off right here. And I can always use their feet. I can always use their feet on something. Sorry, guys. Here we go. We'll keep their hand. We'll cut their hands off here too. We'll cut it right here. Meri! That's why I like these paper dolls, because you can use these in so many different ways. And if you do something like this, you can use the feet for something else. All right. So I want his hands to show, so I'm going to tape right underneath his hands. So right in there. Now this all happened because I wanted to see how this foil, first of all, I wanted to see if it could punch. Even with strong paper behind it, it wasn't punching. This plastic, whatever it's on here, that plastic did not punch very well. Maybe I needed something different under it, but I made a moon out of it, so I didn't waste it. Gosh, I'm kind of hungry. I didn't eat supper. I told my brother we had leftover pizza, and it was getting to be about 6 o'clock, and I said, you go ahead and eat without me. So I don't think I want pizza at 10 o'clock at night. Might eat a Pop-Tart. So I think I'm happy with this the way it is. Be fearless. And then I got the paper doll, guys. Let's outline and date it, and then I'll call it a night. I won't be streaming again until Tuesday morning. I am planning on streaming on Tuesday morning, unless I oversleep. I missed a couple of my Tuesday mornings here recently, but I generally don't really miss them too much. I might miss my other streams, but I am planning on streaming this coming Tuesday morning, 4:30 in the morning, and I stream early like that so I can catch the early birds and the international. I have a lot of, well, not a lot of international, but more of a chance of international coming in early in the morning, because when it's 4:30 here, it's going on 1 or 2 o'clock over there. 6 hours ahead. 10 o'clock maybe. Lunchtime. Be Fearless would be good for June 6th because it's D-Day. I didn't think of that, but I'm going to date it June 7th because this is for tomorrow. There we go. So I'm all caught up. There it is. I'm liking it. I am liking it. That was an experimental one in here. And they'll go right behind here. Fit in here. Yes. Yeah, it's in there. So I'm liking them. I might go back here and put some paper dolls. So I got a paper doll on this one. Not tonight. But I might go back in here. Like this plethora one. I might put a paper doll on it. I won't touch Sharon's. I might put a paper doll on some of these that I did. I started with the paper dolls right here. I think I'll do all of these with paper dolls now and go back and fill in some of these that I missed. We'll do that Tuesday morning. So what did I do tonight? We did Society of Idea Collectors mostly. And we did the arcade. I think that's about all I got done tonight. But we had fun with the mind map. With the Mina and I did a recipe, a cake recipe. I'm going to use this as my thumbnail. Let me come out and chat. I'm trying to get this kind of straight. Let me say good night to everybody. It's kind of early, but I'm kind of tired tonight. I wanted to do the playing cards, but I can't put my hands on them. So I'll do them Tuesday morning if I find them by then. All right, let me come out and say good night. Hi, Arlene. I used your wolf sticker. River City said, have a great week, ladies. Thank you, Deborah, from popping in. Arlene said, on Tuesday morning, look for Mary. If I don't see her by 6:15, I go to bed. That's, yeah. If I'm not on by 6:15, I'm probably not on. Sometimes I don't make it right at 4:30. Like tonight, I didn't make it right at 6 o'clock. So give me a good 15-minute leeway. Because sometimes, like tonight, I was trying to finish up a project. Hi, Santa. Is Santa in here? Good night, Becky. Becky said it's been a long, tiring weekend. We'll see some of you at Janet Nash's in the morning. Janet Nash does prompts. The way I understand it, I never make Janet. I very seldom now make Dede on Monday mornings because I'm so tired from Sunday night that I generally sleep in. But if I make Dede's, I'll make it on a Wednesday. Because that's when she's assigning the Society of Idea Collector. Why didn't I make it this Wednesday? I can't remember. For some reason, I missed Dede last week. Hi, Santa. It's really good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Arlene says, woohoo, I finished my domino doll. Oh, don't talk to me about domino dolls. I'll get on to something else. Right now, I'm not going to do that project, but it does sound tempting, doesn't it? You know, I carved a domino stamp. I could make a stamped domino doll. I could do that with the paper dolls, maybe. I'll have to think about that. Angie says, no, Candy, it's my nephew that's moving out with the kids, but I'm going to pack my brother up and not let them know that I'm moving my brother out too. Oh dear, Angie. Arlene says, it makes me smile to see the stickers getting used. They would have just sat there if I hadn't sent them. Thank you, Arlene. I really did like that wolf, and it really did. That wolf sticker just fit on that moon. And let's get it out here. Wait a minute, my one before is not. See? Be fearless. Be fearless. It worked perfectly. Well, you can't see the moon very well, but the moon is there. The moon is there. There it is. Whoops, my hand's in the way now. Whoops. What way do I need to go? This way. There. There it is. The wolf, be fearless, and then I got the boys behind him. Candy says, sorry, my mind was occupied and I was not reading chat. Angie. I was talking to Angie. Arlene said, it's that kind that needs to be heat, or the foil, that blue foil is heat reactive foil. And I think you can rub it with a pen. Now, I tried before, but I can't remember. It might have been the gold. You want to test that foil, because I could swear I tried it in another test earlier when I first got it, and it didn't work. but I don't know if it was the blue or the gold. But that seemed to work, but then it turned out looking more gray than blue, and also I could take my and kind of scratch at it. Now you could probably scratch at a foiled piece too. I'm not going to try it, but you know, if you take a heat reactive pen, but that didn't, when I did that with the scissors tonight, it didn't seem to stick. I think the heat adheres it to the paper a little more. It's the heat reactive foil to answer your question. Janice says, I'm going to have to go to work tomorrow and I'm feeling punky. Good night, Fibs. Good night, Janice. Have a really good night. Janice said, Melissa, if you go to Meri's channel and put paper dolls in the search window, a few different videos will pop up. Meri's made different paper dolls. I'm going to have to do that myself. I think I did a playing card paper doll. Annalise Creates. Annalise Creates was doing playing cards, altered playing cards, and I might have been doing a paper doll with her on one of those. And I did some paper doll out of postcards. I remember doing that. I don't remember the others right offhand. I'm gonna have to try that one myself. Cheryl says she's good, saying good night because she's fallen asleep. She had a busy day. Boy, do I understand. Rachel says, I'll pop back in again if I get the chance. Otherwise, I'll be checking later after the live. This is addicting. Aw, Rachel, thank you for coming tonight. This is where I started the Rolodex. Almost all the Picasso type games are on Pinterest. They're talking about Beth Schuler's Roll a Different Topic game. Beth Schuler does a lot of different games on her channel. Rachel says, Angie, I'll bet when you were 5, you thought you were a great artist. Go back and be 5 again. You might surprise yourself pleasantly. Aww. Rachel says, sneaking out of my other conversation to check on Meri's progress. Shh, don't tell on me. Aw, thank you, Rachel. Oh, cut them in half and put one on each side of the picture. Now, why didn't I think of that? See, what Becky was telling me was when I was doing, I think I was probably working on one of these, but she was saying, put one, cut them in half, which I did, could have been talking about the other one, and put one on each side of the picture, on each side of the Rolodex. That was a very good idea. I might try that on one of my future ones. I think Becky's probably said goodnight already, but I like that idea. See, I go back and check my chat. Becky says, good news though. I got 2 Christmas gifts from 2 years ago that 2 of my sisters had left at Mom's. Oh, I've told Scott this next year or 2 will be very rough for us, but together we can make it through. Oh, Becky, hugs. We found out that Scott's mom hurt her hip falling off the hammock. Oh, no. My sister-in-law got her for Mother's Day. I swear, sometimes my extremely smart... Oh. Aw. You know, when I was weeding out in the garden, what was I doing? Oh, I was asking my brother, you know, the garden after it's been tilled is kind of lumpy bumpy. I mean, it's not just flat and smooth. And I was walking across the rows, and I was asking my brother, who did not have his hearing aid in, so I had to repeat it 5 times, and then he still looked at me like, what are you saying? And I was pointing to the plant down on the ground. I wanted to know what kind of a plant that was, because whatever it is, it's growing volunteer. And as I was walking, I lost my balance, and I didn't fall. But because it was lumpy bumpy, I was catching myself. And as you catch yourself, like here you're walking across the garden, and oops, and you go, you know. And I kind of stumbled across 3 or 4 rows. I never really fell. I guess the garden was tilled, so it would have been a soft landing, but I probably would have smashed some plants. But I caught myself. I ended up 3 or 4 rows behind of where I was planting the flower. It wasn't a flower, it was a plant. I don't know what. And he didn't know either after I finally got through to him. So I think I'm just about. Becky said goodnight. Let's see. This is where Becky was saying she didn't feel good when they went out to eat. So we've already. Oh, there's Marjorie. Marjorie, I don't know if you're lurking or left, but here's Marjorie Marcellino. She says better late than never. Welcome, Marjorie. There's Sue's. Mary, you could use packing tape to strengthen it. Oh, that one is a good idea too. Now, I strengthened that. She's talking about this. See, this is one reason why I go back and review chat. Of course, I'm always late. I cut this out of pattern paper, and it's very flimsy. Now, I strengthened it with the paper dolls here. It's pretty strong in there. But what Sue is telling me is that I could have put packing tape across here to strengthen this paper. And I might try that again, too, when I have flimsy paper. That was a very good idea. So I got 2 good ideas. Put a doll on each side and strengthen thin paper with packing tape. Thank you, Suze. If you put it in a plastic sleeve and then cut it out for the deck, it would work just fine. Oh, Rachel, I don't know if I would do that, but the plastic sleeve inspires me to do a transparent Rolodex. Oh, you just inspired me. You just inspired me, Rachel. I'm going to write that down someplace. Let's just write it on a Rolodex card. Let's do a semblance of a light bulb. And we'll put this in my Society of Idea Collectors. That's a light bulb. Do a transparent this is what Dede says. Write it down. Arcad. Thank you, Rachel. I don't know if you're still here, but you just inspired me. And what Dede says is when you do something, of course she has her Post-it notes. But I just pulled an Arcad out. Let's just hook it on there for now. So I think I'm about ready to call it a night. Have a great week, everybody. It's a start of another week. Arlene just dropped a link to Janet Nash's channel. Thank you, Arlene. She says good night to everybody. Candy, I hope you feel better, Angie says. And she says, okay, I'm off, everybody. So have a great week, everybody. It's the start of a new week. Make it a good one. Go gold or go home. Bye.